Kicking things off, the 2025 Emmy Awards saw Stephen Colbert take center stage, not just as a nominee for Outstanding Talk Series with The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, but as a presenter facing chance of his own name. He dropped some seriously pointed jokes about his show's impending cancellation, even handing his resume to Harrison Ford and asking him to pass it to Steven Spielberg. This comes after CBS pulled the plug on the beloved show, citing financial reasons despite Colbert's past criticisms of the network's dealings. Speaking of the Emmys, Stephen Colbert's The Late Show actually snagged the Outstanding Talk Series prize, earning a massive standing ovation from the crowd. This win is huge, especially for a network show in this category, and Colbert's acceptance speech was a powerful mix of gratitude and poignant reflection on his decade-long journey with the show, ending with a heartfelt plea for love and bravery in America. Amidst the glitz and glamour of the Emmys, a touching moment unfolded as Stephen Colbert became emotional remembering his late colleague, Amy Cole. This deeply personal tribute added a layer of heartfelt remembrance to the night, reminding everyone of the human connections forged behind the scenes of these massive productions. And in a night that celebrated the best of television, Netflix's Adolescence and Apple TV's, the studio absolutely dominated, scooping up multiple awards and cementing their status as must-watch shows. Don't miss a second of the drama, the wins, and the unforgettable moments. Hit that like button, subscribe for more exclusive content, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. We'll see you next time on Trend Pop. Stephen Colbert's Emmy moment, a hilarious and heartfelt farewell. Stephen Colbert, nominated for Outstanding Talk Series for The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, turned heads at the 2025 Emmy Awards. The network's decision to cancel the long-running show made his appearance even more significant, especially when he was greeted with thunderous, Stephen, chants as the first presenter. Colbert leaned into the moment with sharp wit, quipping, "While I have your attention, is anyone hiring because I have 200 very qualified candidates who will be available in June? I also brought my resume, but I haven't had the chance to update my headshot." He even playfully handed his resume to Harrison Ford, requesting it be delivered to Steven Spielberg. This poignant and humorous display comes after CBS canceled The Late Show in July, a move attributed to purely a financial decision. This explanation has raised eyebrows, particularly given the prior multi-million-dollar settlement with President Donald Trump and Colbert's own vocal criticism of that settlement as a big fat bribe. The final episode of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert is slated for May 2026, marking the end of an era for late-night television. Audience reaction has been a mix of sympathy and appreciation for Colbert's resilience and humor in the face of this professional upheaval. Social media buzzed with support for the comedian and his dedicated staff. But the night wasn't just about goodbyes, it was also about incredible wins. Stick around to find out which shows took home the most awards and what that means for the future of television. Colbert's triumph and an Emmy night of mixed messages. Stephen Colbert's Late Show secured a major win for Outstanding Talk Series at the 2025 Emmy Awards, igniting a massive standing ovation from the audience. This victory is particularly noteworthy as it's the first time a network show has clinched this award since its inception in 2015. Especially poignant given CBS's surprise cancellation of the series earlier this year. Colbert first graced the stage to present an award, where his jokes about his show's impending end, including the now famous "Is anyone hiring?" line and a playful request for Harrison Ford to pass his resume to Steven Spielberg, earned him an initial standing ovation. Later, accepting the award, he expressed gratitude to CBS for the privilege to be part of the late-night tradition, and lauded his 200 incredible professionals. He reflected on the show's evolution, noting how it shifted from a focus on love to loss at a certain point, and concluded his speech with a powerful, "I have never loved my country more desperately. God bless America. Stay strong, be brave." The ceremony itself was notably light on overt political commentary, though not entirely devoid. Hannah Einbinder used her acceptance speech to voice strong pro-Palestine and anti-ICE sentiments, while Bryan Cranston playfully mocked Trump's criticism of Tom Hanks. Red carpet appearances also featured pro-ceasefire messaging, with Megan Stalter and Javier Bardem sporting Artists for Ceasefire pins. Meanwhile, Netflix's Adolescence and Apple TV's The Studio emerged as the night's biggest winners, taking home 6 and 4 awards respectively, highlighting a strong showing for streaming and premium cable content. While some stars used their platform for powerful messages, others were remembered with deep emotion. Get ready to hear about a touching tribute that brought tears to many eyes. An Emmy night of triumphs and tender memories. Amidst the excitement of the 2025 Emmy Awards, Stephen Colbert found himself reflecting on the profound personal connections forged during his tenure with The Late Show. While the night celebrated his show's win for Outstanding Talk Series and his own witty remarks about its impending cancellation, a more somber and emotional moment arose as he remembered his deceased colleague, Amy Cole. Colbert's emotional tribute to Amy Cole served as a poignant reminder of the human element behind the glitz and glamour of television production. The news that he became emotional while remembering her adds a deeply personal layer to the evening's events, underscoring the bonds formed within the Late Show team over the years. This moment of vulnerability and remembrance resonated with viewers, highlighting the impact individuals have on each other within the industry, even as shows come and go. The broader context of the Emmys saw major wins for Netflix's Adolescence and Apple TV's The Studio, showcasing the dominance of streaming and premium content. However, it was these personal moments, like Colbert's tribute to Amy Cole, that often leave the most lasting impression, connecting the audience to the real people behind the screens. From heartfelt tributes to major award wins, the Emmys delivered. But what about the shows that truly cleaned up? We're breaking down the biggest victors of the night. Colbert's double Emmy win and the end of an era. Stephen Colbert, the celebrated host of The Late Show, made a significant impact at the 2025 Emmy Awards, not only receiving a standing ovation, but also securing an Emmy for Outstanding Talk Show. This marks a major milestone, especially as CBS recently announced the cancellation of his long-running program, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. This award is the show's second Emmy this year, a stark contrast to its previous history of not winning any before this year. Colbert opened the ceremony as the first presenter, where the audience's immediate standing ovation led him to humorously urge them to sit down. "Thank you very much. We've got to keep going." He seized the moment to joke about his show's impending end, asking, "Is anyone hiring?" and mentioning he had 200 well-qualified candidates ready for June, referring to his staff and crew whose jobs will conclude when the show wraps up next year. The cancellation news surprised and upset many, especially since reports suggest it followed CBS's parent company, Paramount, settling a lawsuit with former President Donald Trump. Colbert's show has been a consistent critic of the Trump administration, and Colbert himself called the settlement a big fat bribe. He revealed he learned of the cancellation just a day before the official announcement. CBS stated the show's conclusion by the end of the 2025-2026 TV season is purely financial and unrelated to content, amidst broader company layoffs and a pending $8.4 billion agreement with Skydance Media. Numerous celebrities, including Rachel Zegler, Judd Apatow, Jimmy Kimmel, and Ben Stiller, have publicly voiced their support for Colbert. The win and his remarks underscore the bittersweet end of an era for a show that has been a significant voice in late-night television. From tearful goodbyes to triumphant wins, the Emmys had it all. But what about the shows that absolutely dominated the night? Stay tuned for the full breakdown of the biggest winners. And that's a wrap on the biggest stories from the 2025 Emmy Awards. Stephen Colbert charmed and triumphed with his show's win and witty remarks about its cancellation. Adolescence and The Studio were the night's biggest winners, taking home multiple awards. And in a touching moment, Stephen Colbert paid an emotional tribute to his late colleague, Amy Cole. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Trend Pop for all your entertainment news, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, leave a comment below telling us your favorite Emmy moment, and follow us on all our socials. We'll catch you in the next one.